Okay everyone, welcome back to SNG Now, and we're here at the studio on a Friday, and we haven't done one of these for a couple of weeks because we've been so busy doing Moonwatcher. I hope you watched all 4 parts of that, because this time I did show you blow by blow how things are done. So if you wanted to recreate something like that, I know it's not the Enterprise, but you could, okay? So there's Moonwatcher over there, the other one I made for my secret friend, which is probably not being covered up so well, but anyway, that one got shipped off thanks to George over there, who helped greatly. Where'd he go? So we're working on the robot. We're getting this ready to mold this whole neck area here. Yes, we are going to get back to this. I promise we will very shortly. We're getting this all ready and preened up, and we're going to make a silicone mold on just this area here and of the neck, so that I can make a bust that sits on this with the neck that's posed looking kind of up that way of our guy, for some of my friends who have been so nice to me, and mount those. They can have those as a really cool nightlight bust of the Iron Giant. They can sit anywhere in their home. I'd put it in my bedroom personally, but yeah, with the glowing eyes and everything. So that's one thing we're working on. And of course, this is going to get finished off completely, and then we're going to move on to the next part and the next part, and then we're going to assemble the whole thing and have the whole robot, which means no molds, because I'm not going to sell these. So I'm just going to make one off just for me. So Mary over here did her first sculpture that you saw a while back of a whale's tail, and then her and George made their first mold of the whale tail, which was not easy. It took a lot of doing to do this. We've got a 1630 mold on this side that George and Mary laid up, and of course the silicone. This is the silicone jacket that fits inside the mother mold, like so. And we're going to pour this out of resin and make it look like bronze and mount it to a tile of granite or marble that's sort of a blue-green. It's going to be beautiful. This is Mary's first sculpting project ever. Yeah. And one of the things that really motivated her about doing this is that it actually is a Star Trek piece, because she named it affectionately Gracie. Okay, so we got the mold back together, and it's a really good fit. I mean, you can barely see the seam line. It's so good. And this is their first sculpture in mold, and George's first mold of this type. And you guys did a great job. This was not an easy mold to make. I am so impressed. It fits together so well. So we have that. Then over here, I've been working on this, and there is going to be a several part. There's a part 1 already on this. There is going to be a few parts, if I can get this open ever, on this sculpture here. All right, so we got this one here, which is a Star Child from 2001, which was a very interesting thing to experience yesterday, because I made a big engineering mistake, and I should know better because I know something about engineering, and the head came off. It just simply wasn't strong enough and to support this. Now it is. We got this right here. We've got this support, which we've always had, and of course the legs are kind of supported inside. We keep this bagged up to keep the clay wet. But I'm going to go into more detail about what I've been doing with the Star Child in the several part show on the making of the Star Child. Now, one thing I will say is that you're probably noticing this and this. We mold the first side of it, flip it over, pull this stuff off, and then carve this stuff back and finish the sculpture on the back and do the other side of the mold. So here's the neck. Originally I had this foam piece, remember? It was just for looks, and what I did was made up this, cut some more rings from this piping here, which is the right diameter, because it really should have 5 of them. And then I rounded up some styrene like this, dropped it in the tube, got rid of the excess, used some styrene glue, and put it down there, and made a nice tube. and then fit these over it. There's a little seam there, not much, but it worked out really well. I'm going to primer this just to see what we got, and then that goes on there, and that it becomes something we can mold come this Monday. And then we'll have all the parts we need, which has really worked out well. It took about 30 minutes to do. So this worked out very, very well. So we got the multiple rings going all the way up here, so we'll be able to make a mold of this part next week in the base, and then we'll have a nice Iron Giant bust. You've seen Moonwatcher. I'll show it again because I'm really pleased with it. And that's pretty much what we have going on this week. And of course we've been working on But Something Is There. I'm doing some editing on it now, put some sound editing, put some music into it, and it's really coming along quite well. All in all, it's been a great, very busy week because we had this project to get to my friend, and he needed to get it before he went to an event next week, and so we really, really pushed ourselves to get it done in 5 weeks, actually less than 5 weeks. We went from scratch, building, sculpting, molding a Moonwatcher to a finished product, and I thank George, and I thank Mary, for a great week, and we will be back next week for another week, of course, because next week's another week, and we'll be here, and we're going to do more work on the show. Thank you so much for watching. We love you a whole bunch. Thank you for your support. Thanks to our Patreon supporters. We love you.